Alright, Florida Department of Education, Bureau of School Business Services, Office of Funding and Financial Reporting. Financial and Program Cost Accounting Reporting for Florida Schools 2023, Florida Department of Education, FLDOE.org. Table of Contents, Chapter 1, Introduction, Chapter 2, Asset, Liability, Deferred, Outflow, Inflow, Fund Balance, Net Position Accounts, Chapter 3, Revenue Accounts, Chapter 4, Fund Structure, Expenditure Accounts, Chapter 5, Program Cost Accounting Reporting, Chapter 6, Internal Service Funds, Chapter 7, Fiduciary Funds, Chapter 8, School Internal Funds, Appendix A, Supplies, Equipment Criteria, Appendix B, Optional Object Codes. Alright, Chapter 1. The primary purpose of the manual is to provide the Florida School District Charter Schools with a uniform chart of the accounts with financial costs and budgetary reporting. This manual also is the basis for grant budgeting and reporting. For more information for the reporting of the grants, please see Florida Department of Education publication. Project Application Amendment Procedure for Federal State Program Green Book. Generally accepted Governmental Accounting Standards Program Cost Accounting Reporting and School Internal Funds addressed in this manual. This document is incorporated with reference to Rule 6A1.001 Florida Administrative Code pursuant to requirements section 1010.01, 1010.20, 1011, 07 Florida State Statute, Florida Charter. The Florida Chart of Accounts include the manual adopted with the U.S. Department of Education publication Financial Accounting Local, State, and School Systems, which establishes a comprehensive and uniform structure for the reporting educational official data of the state chart of the accounts was modified flowing into the initial publication of the Federal Manual in 1957, the major revision in 1973, subsequent federal revisions in 1980, 1990, 2003, 2009, and 2014 have also been incorporated into the state chart accounts to ensure the compatibility with the national statistical reports. Overview. The section presents a brief overview of the accounting structure, including funding, review, and funding, revenue, and expenditure classifications. Funds are defined as official accounting entities, the self-balancing set of accounts. They record change of the cash for the other financial resources together with related liabilities, residual equities, or balances. Funds are segregated for the purpose of carrying out specific activities, attaining certain objects in accordance with special regulations, restrictions, or limitations. National Council and Governmental Accounting Statement 1 as amended 2. Paragraph 2. The basic fund structure of the Florida School District follows General Accepted Accounting Principle, or GAAP, for government. Government funds are government funds, general funds, special revenue funds, debt service funds, capital project funds, permanent funds. Proprietary funds are enterprise funds, internal service funds. Fiduciary funds are pensions or other employee benefit trust funds, investment trust funds, private purpose trust funds, or custodial funds. Revenues are categorized by funds source operation. Since revenues are usually determined by law, revenue accounts are structured by source of federal, state, and local specific operations. Expenditures are categorized using the following elements. Funds, see definition below. Function, object, facility, school, program, fiscal year, grant, project. Function refers to the objective, the purpose of the expenditure, the expense of the government-wide, proprietary, official, and financial statement presentation. Functions are activities performed to accomplish objectives of the organization. Activities of school districts are classified in 4 major functional categories as follows. Instruction. Instruction includes activity dealing directly with the teaching of the students, with the interaction between teachers and students. And instruction is further classified with the basic, exceptional, student education, career education, adult, general, and other instruction. Other instruction include programs such as recreation, enrichment, and pre-kindergarten instruction. Student and instructional support services. Student instructional support services are administrative, technical, logistics support activities to facilitate and enhance instruction. Specifically, activities under the category include student support services, instructional media services, instruction curriculum development services, instructional staff training services, and instructional related technology. General support services. General support services are activities associated with establishing policy, operating schools and school systems, and providing necessary facility services for the staff and the students. This includes salaries, expenditures for the school board, general administration, school administration, facilities, acquisition, construction, official services, food services, essential services, student transportation services, operation plant, maintenance of plant, and administrative technology services. Community services. Community services are activities that are not directly related to providing education for the students in the school system, such as non-instructional services provided by the school system for a community. Two other functional categories are necessary to support the school district, but do not include the instructional support with administrative activities. Debt service. Debt service represents the payment. Debit service. Debit service represents the payment of principal, interest, and service debt and expenditures related to issuance and retirement of debt. I guess it's debt. Sorry. Capital outlay. Capital outlay includes expenditure for the related but not limited to the procurement of the land, purchase for the future of the equipment and furniture and equipment for the acquisition of the construction of the educational facilities. Object refer to the good purchase and service obtained. There are some of the major objects for the category of expenditures provided in this manual. Salaries, employee benefits, purchase services, material supply, capital outlay, and other and energy services. Facility refers to school, other office location that is center of the accumulation of the cost. Program refers to activity, operation, organizational unit designed to accomplish an objective. The purpose of educational programs are established by law of the Florida school districts and the basis of the program cost, accounting, and reporting system. See Chapter 5. Fiscal year denotes the 12-month period to which the annual budget applied with the designation is usefully and analyzing costs for the program extended beyond one fiscal year. Each grant refers to the code number associated with the Florida Department of Education for the reporting state and federal grant. Project refers to the classification that even identify the expenditures related with the specific activities of the construction project for the project funds through the government. Through grants. For reporting purposes, the grant and project numbers of the 5-character code designated by the Florida Department of Education, school districts may elect the crosswalk for the local coding structure with the state designated grant and project numbers. Primary purpose of the publication to provide uniform chart of accounts and governmental fund and financial cost reporting. However, many of the assets deferred outflow, liability, deferred inflow accounts are only used to satisfy minimum reporting requirements for financial state presentations, while functional elements for the use of the reporting governmental fund expenditure for the same groupings are used. The expense of the government-wide financial statement, the presentation for the reporting expenses of the proprietary funds. Accounting standards. The GAAP for the government entity established for the government accounting standard boards. They provide functional of the financial accounting reporting school district. Basis for the accounting refers to revenue and expenditure for the expense for the transfer of the related asset for the deferred outflows, resource liability, deferred inflows for the resources are recognized in the accounts reported financial statement. The GAAP require the use of the modified accrual basis of the accounting for governmental funds. This means revenues are recognized when they become earned and measurable and available. Available means the collectible for the current period and soon enough thereafter to pay the liabilities for the current period. Expenditures are generally recognized when they related to fund liability is incurred and if measurable. Retirement and fiscatory funds are used on an accrual basis for the accounting. This revenue and expenses are generally recognized when they occur regardless for the time and the related cash flow. Florida school districts operate with the following type of budgetary funds: general, special revenue, capital projects, debt, services, permanent. Indicated above, the modified accrual basis should be used in the accounting reporting for these funds. The school district maintaining proprietary fiduciary funds should apply with accrual basis with the accounting. Most grants accounted with the special revenue funds require with the expenditure of the funds of the primary determinant of the eligibility for funding. Therefore, the data expenditures also become the point of revenue recognition for the grant. An incumbent system that changes each person's order and contract salary commitment to an operation should be used as part of the budgetary accounting system. Transactions cease to be encumbrance when paid or canceled when actual liability is recorded. Government Accounting Standards Board reporting model for the school district is based on the Government Accounting Standards Board Statement 34, basic financial statements and management discussion and analysis for state and local governments is updated with the Government Accounting Standard Board Statement 96, subscription-based information technology arrangements. Florida school district may use the basic model financial reporting, which includes management discussions, analysis, and basic financial statement that requires supplementary information, other management discussion analysis descriptions of all components of the basic financial statements can be found in Section 2200 of the Codification General Accounting Financial Reporting Standards published by the Government Accounting Standards Board. The management discussion analysis is component with the required supplementary information received with the basic financial statement. The basic financial statement should include government-wide financial statement, 2 funding financial statement, and 3 notes of financial statement. Government-wide financial statements report information for the government as the whole except for the fiduciary funds portions of these statements reflect the economic resource of the measurement of the function, measurement focus, accrual basis of the accounting, the funding financial statements of the governmental proprietary fiduciary funds filed with the government-wide financial statement, the government and enterprise fund financial statement, reflect major funds of the combined non-major funds rather than fund type of the presentation. Fiduciary proprietary funds continue to use the economic resource of the measurement focus, accrual basis of the accounting, while the government fund financial statement that are presented using current financial resource of the measurement focus and the modified accrual basis for the accounting. The reconciliation is required to explain the difference between change in fund balances reported by the fund financial statements and the change in the net position reported for the government-wide financial statements. These need to reconcile the items arise from the difference of the measurement of focuses basis of the accounting between the financial statement and certain required eliminations. The notes of financial statements of the integral part of the basic financial statements filed with the fund financial statements. The required supplementary information of the management discussion analysis. Other than management discussion analysis, supplementary financial information must be presented after the basic financial statement. Includes budgetary comparison between budget and actual for the general fund. Each major special revenue fund is legally adopted budget and pension plan information or their post-employment benefit schedule with notes of the required supplemental information. Chapter 2, Assets, Liability, Deferred Outflow, Inflow, Fund Balances, Net Position Accounts.